io ho curato diverse cose con questa tecnica e ho curato l'influenza, che è una malattia basata sul virus. Perciò, se ho curato una cosa basata sul virus, posso aiutare una persona a curare l'herpes, che è un'altra malattia basata sul virus e può essere rimossa.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to add to that? You think you've got it? You've got it all? You said it all?
Per riuscire a curare qualche cosa, per iniziare, è importante chiedersi: sono in grado di curare qualcosa, e vedere se c'è una risposta nelle mani, una pulsazione nelle dita, oppure una mano che diventa più calda dell'altra, o qualunque tipo di segnale diverso dal solito. Quello vuol dire sì. L'assenza di quel segnale vuol dire no. Quindi a questo punto è possibile sapere se si è curata o meno la malattia. Si ha una risposta.
Nice. Now, Ross, can you help somebody cure herpes?
Yes.
Okay, now how would you go about it?
Do you want me to role play or what?
I don't know,
You have a
but
real
let's
person?
say somebody calls you and says, "I got herpes. You know, how do I cure it?" What would you say to them?
Okay. First of all, relax and
Okay.
say this.
All right.
Can I cure things? And pay attention to your hands. See if
Okay.
you get a twitch, a hand that gets hotter, some sort of a signal, okay?
Okay.
You understand me?
All right. Cut. That. So that's how you would help somebody cure herpes. You would show them how to get a signal, and then how to remove the herpes and so on. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what have you cured?
What have I cured?
What
Are
have
you
you?
asking me what
Yeah.
I have cured?
Yep.
I have cured anxiety attacks, the flu, the smoking addiction, backache, and lots of traumas.
So you've cured the flu. The flu is another viral-based disease, so presumably if you can cure the flu, you can cure herpes, right?
Yes.
Because if they're both viruses,
It's a
so
virus.
if you can kill one
Yeah.
virus, you can probably kill a different virus.
Yes.
Okay, so you could probably cure encephalitis or viral pneumonia or all these viral-based diseases. If you can cure one, you can cure them all. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and now another thing is, you happen to also be surrounded by people who have cured herpes. Like here are Franny and Barb, who have both cured herpes. And I want to ask Barb, how do you like what Ross is saying so far? And you could weigh in on this.
I think it's good. I think it's good that you've cured so many other things, and you're so confident. Yeah, I can see that she's in a really good place.
Well, she's been doing it for a year. How long have you been doing this, Ross?
For about 5 years.
So.
And the thing that, it's a long time. And the thing that's different about you, that I appreciate about you too, is, well, you're a teacher by trade, but you also have a very good discipline to instruct others. And that's patience, and you're systematic, and that's a good profile for someone who wants to help somebody else learn.
Sure.
I haven't often been that way myself because I move so quick, but you're like a good, like a support person.
So these things would recommend Ross as somebody to help somebody cure their herpes. Now, Ross, how many people have you helped cure things of all kinds? Over 10? Over 10 people?
Yes.
Over 50?
No, I don't think so.
How about over 30?
Yeah, maybe, probably.
Okay, so you've helped, let's say, around 30 people cure things. They were all people you knew. They were, because you're an English teacher, right?
Yes.
So there might be people who were learning English under you. You live in Turin,
Yes.
near Turin, Italy.
Yes.
And so you can give lessons in Italian.
See.
Yes?
Right. So now, give me, like, I want you to say some things to the Italian people in Italian. And I'm going to tell you, I'll tell you what to say. So the first thing is just kind of give the Italian people a summary of what we've said so far here.
Ok. Io ho curato diverse cose con questa tecnica e ho curato l'influenza, che è una malattia basata sul virus. Perciò, se ho curato una cosa basata sul virus, posso aiutare una persona a curare l'herpes, che è un'altra malattia basata sul virus e può essere rimossa.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to add to that? You think you've got it? You've got it all? You said it all?
Per riuscire a curare qualche cosa, per iniziare, è importante chiedersi: sono in grado di curare qualcosa, e vedere se c'è una risposta nelle mani, una pulsazione nelle dita, oppure una mano che diventa più calda dell'altra, o qualunque tipo di segnale diverso dal solito. Quello vuol dire sì. L'assenza di quel segnale vuol dire no. Quindi a questo punto è possibile sapere se si è curata o meno la malattia, se ha una risposta.
Nice. Now, I want to give Franny a chance. Now, Franny, Barb, you've cured herpes too, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because people like, like I've cured it in the sense that I don't get any outbreaks, and if I even have the sense that I am, I just haven't, I don't have it, but I have to get retested, I guess, in order for that to hold us.
Well, you did get a negative medical test in 2004 on herpes and Epstein-Barr.
Mm-hmm. And then I was a little reckless, and I got it back again, and I cured it again. But I don't
Okay, so that's your story in a nutshell. But you actually did cure it and get a negative medical test once in your life, anyway.
Yeah.
And how many people would you say you've helped to cure herpes?
I don't know, thousands, I guess, hundreds and thousands.
Well, in person, where you actually spoke to the person, is it over 50?
Yeah.
Over 100?
Probably, yes. I'm testing, yes.
Okay.
Maybe 100 in person.
What about HIV? Have you helped over 50 people?
Yeah, I work. I like working with HIV more. I don't know why. I've never had it myself, but I like working. I've had a lot of positive results with HIV. Maybe in person, maybe 10, 12 people, and I don't know how many people have watched the movies.
Well, of course, it feels more important to help somebody cure HIV.
Yeah, maybe it's because they take it more seriously too. That was the point I was trying to make about herpes. People think it's just a silly thing, and they try an embarrassing thing. But with
Speaking
HIV,
of which, we need to get Max on the phone and talk to him.
Yeah, I know. He's particularly good.
And maybe after we finish making this movie, Greg could just call him and he could hook him right in with us now.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay, but I want to ask Franny to comment on Ross first.
In general, or just...
As a person who could help people cure herpes.
Well, Ross is fantastic. She's worked with me, and I've gotten, I think, really important results that I never saw before. But she's very relentless, but also very grounded in the material that we teach on the website, so that she's not just playing around or analyzing or anything like that. She is really doing the actual work, so that whatever gets worked on and removed isn't really coming back. It's, you know, we've done it.
Now, you cured herpes years ago.
Right.
That was in the 1990s when we started doing this, and that wasn't with Ross, you just cured it yourself.
Right.
Have you ever helped somebody else cure herpes?
No.
Okay. Well, good. Of course, you've helped everybody we've ever helped because you're the...
Well, yeah, obviously. I mean, I just never personally interacted. Well, I probably personally interacted with somebody about it, but I don't know if they actually cured it.
Or they may have cured it, but then a whole bunch of other people interacted with them also. So,
right.
So I think it's important for people to know, Ross, that you have a team behind you.
Yes.
And that I cured herpes too, and that we're all here for people, and that, you know, when they join us in the Twitter feed, we'll all be talking to them and supporting them in curing their herpes. It's not just going to be you, but that you can be a very good connection for somebody.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And I want you to say that in Italian, what I just said.
Ok? È molto importante che la gente sappia che io posso aiutare le persone a curare l'herpes, ma non sono solamente io. Con me c'è tutto questo cure team, questa equipe della cura che mi sostiene e quindi non sono sola, ci sono tutti loro.
Nice. Thank you. That's great. You know, I also wanted to mention to everybody that I don't know if you're all watching Linda and Christine, but I just want to point something out about, I'm sorry, Christiana and Linda, is that Christiana and Linda both came to a meeting, and the night they came to the Monday night meeting, they signed up to be on Twitter with us and to be on our Twitter feed. And they were reading the tweets, and I, you know, called them and told them to read them, and they were, and they started saying a few things in Twitter. And 1 week later, both of them had passwords to the web college, and both of them were curing herpes. And we have never gotten this kind of result from anything else, including Facebook. So just so you know, forget about asking people to be your Facebook friends. Get them into the Twitter feed.
Okay.
Because it's in the Twitter feed that they will be surrounded by other people who cure things. And let's face it, we're talking to each other in the Twitter feed because, you know, Barb, you got like 41 followers and I got, you know, 32 or something. So, you know, it's us talking to each other and it's working. We are curing things a lot faster and going a lot farther in a group.
Yeah.
And they will too. They will go much further in a group. I think that if you want somebody to actually cure it, you got to get them into that Twitter feed because they will not cure it. And not only that, but they'll follow it, but they won't look at it. You've got to get them to look at what's there every day. And to write things every day, and because they got to cure things every day.
Right.
The day they skip, they're dead. It's over. Those two. Did you notice what I wrote to them? I said 2 pups, rivals in cure. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
Yep, that's them. You know, and they will out-cure each other. You better believe they know they started at the same time, and they're going to be watching each other. My God, look at that enormous cat. That is the biggest cat I've ever seen, Ross.
She's a bit fat. She's on a diet.
Or maybe you're just a small person and I never realized it.
She's on a diet to gain weight?
No, to lose weight. But she's always hungry.
Ross, how
But I
tall?
had a cat who was even bigger. My Simone was...
My God.
Well, maybe not double, but almost.
Wow.
Come on.
Yeah, he was 8 kilos.
Wow.
This white cat is 5, only 5.
Wow.
Simon was a little lion.
I believe you. Ross, how tall are you?
I am 1.58.
So that's 5'4", 5'5"?